Keanu Reeves maneuvered through the quiet streets of Los Angeles, the hum of his Norton Commando 961 cutting through the still night air. The city's neon glow flickered against the damp pavement, while a thin mist curled along the asphalt, embracing the emptiness of the early morning. For Keanu, these late-night rides were a refuge, a brief escape from the demands of stardom, from the relentless cameras, the charity events, and the expectations. The rhythmic roar of the engine, the chill of the wind against his skin, the scent of the road, it all granted him a rare sense of freedom. Earlier that evening, he had attended a fundraiser dedicated to arts education in public schools, a cause that resonated deeply with him. As he mingled with donors and shared stories of his early days in theater, his mind drifted back to those formative years. The nervous boy clutching his first script, the stage lights blinding yet exhilarating, and the voice of the woman who had taught him everything about acting. Lost in thought, Keanu's grip on the handlebars tightened. But something in the corner of his eye made him hesitate. A figure sat hunched against the wall of a closed storefront, wrapped in a tattered blanket. Just another lost soul in the city's endless tide of despair. Yet something about this person made his pulse quicken. His gaze lingered for a moment longer before he shook his head and faced forward again. "Keep riding," he told himself. But his instincts wouldn't let him. A few meters ahead, he exhaled sharply and eased to a stop. His stomach twisted with unease. He didn't know why, but he had to go back. Turning the bike around, he approached the spot where the figure remained motionless. The dim glow of his headlight illuminated a frail silhouette, a fragile existence etched against the concrete. He shut off the engine. Silence swallowed the street. Slowly, he removed his gloves, his fingers trembling slightly. As he stepped closer, the details sharpened. Strands of gray hair peeked from beneath the hood, tangled and unkempt. Wrinkled hands clutched the filthy blanket, as if it were the last thing anchoring her to this world. Then the breath caught in his throat. Even beneath the shadows, even through the weight of time, that face was unmistakable. His chest constricted. His voice, when it finally emerged, was little more than a whisper. "Mrs. Collins?" The question lingered in the air like an open wound. "What happened to you?" Mrs. Collins lowered her head, her frail hands tightening around the worn blanket as if it could shield her from the weight of the past. Keanu remained silent, waiting, sensing the storm of emotions beneath her quiet exterior. Then, in a barely audible whisper, she finally spoke. "I tried, Keanu. The words sent a cold shiver down his spine. "Tried? Tried what?" Before he could ask, she slumped forward again. This time, he caught her with certainty, steadying her delicate frame. He could feel how light she was, how fragile. A decision settled in his mind. He couldn't leave her here. Keanu gently eased her back against the wall, keeping a hand on her shoulder to make sure she didn't collapse again. Her breath was uneven, her body trembling. He wasn't sure if it was from exhaustion, the cold on us.